What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Same old, same old. This isn't going to be an extensive video. I say that, but maybe it will. Maybe we'll go over some other stuff. I want to give a general rundown of the price action, and then I might want to get into some other charts that could be linked to Bitcoin's price action. I might include that in this video. I might make another video. I don't know. If you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe. That would be great. I appreciate all the new subscribers, guys. I'm at 65 now. That's freaking awesome, man. I got a lot of likes. I got 5 likes on my last video. I'm really happy and grateful for everybody who's subscribing and liking. Thank you, and all the comments too. Even if they're like just simple comments or requests or whatever. I appreciate everything, guys. So without any further ado, really, let's get into it more. Looking at the fib from bottom here, from the current low to the high, the current high, the most recent high, right? We've broken through the 236. We broke through it actually last week, and we haven't shown any strength, so far. It is only the first day of this week. I say last week, but that was like 2 days ago. And we got to close below it. I would say that just from a fib perspective alone, Bitcoin looks like it wants to go to the 382, which would be about 7 to 8% drop. It could go lower. It could go through it. It's really not uncommon for it's one of two things that's going to happen. One, we find support, and then we come back up to the 236 here. I'll draw it. Fibs react. This is how fibs react most of the time. This isn't a guarantee, but this is most of the time. You either are going to bounce off of this and then come back up to the 236 and then we go lower, or we're going to do maybe we make a straight move. Maybe we make a straight move down. I don't know. I would think I'm kind of leaning more toward us breaking through the 382, finding it as resistance maybe, and then to the 618, something like that. And I don't think it'll take this long. I'm drawing it till October. I think this is all going to happen this month in June. So, this will happen, on a weekly basis. It looks like it's taking a lot of time, but like if we put it on a daily basis, you could get more bounces there. I don't know, something like, it could be like that and then down. It could be, we have a little bit more of a fight. I don't know. It just depends. But I want to see, the long story short, and I know I'm beating around the bush here. What I want to see is how Bitcoin interacts with about 23,800. I want to see what it does with that level, because if we go through it, that to me tells me, just based off of fib perspective, that tells me that we are going to see the 618 very soon. We're going to see prices around 20,000, if not probably lower, very soon. If we hold support here, then instead of it being in the first half of the month, maybe in like the very last week or two last weeks of the month, we'll see move down to the 618 and probably lower. At the moment, I am anticipating a lower low than this from this move when we break out here. It could not be as low. We could get a higher low, move up a little bit, and then come back down. Like if we were to get a higher low, for example, like let's say we went to the 0.5 and we bounced from there. We can bounce from the 0.5, go to the 236. We can even go to the 0.69 and then still come all the way back down. I don't think that's going to happen. That's a lot less likely. It's not very common at all to bounce off the 0.5, but when you do bounce off the 0.5, you get significant moves. And I would think the minimum, if we went down and bounced off the 0.5, if that happened, the minimum bounce would be to the 236. And this to me would be the most bearish look. If we bounced, I doubt we'd stop at the 382. Normally when you bounce off the 0.5, you go all the way, you go at least to the 236. If not, I'd say it's a 50-50 chance. You either go back to the 236, the 0.069, or the other 50 is you go and you continue the uptrend. You go to new highs. And that could happen. That really could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. That's not what I'm anticipating. But that's why, it's really, I think it's important to see how we interact with this level here. And we're not there yet. It looks like we're going to go down there. Let's see here. I'm thinking this week. I think it's going to happen this week. We're going to be at around 24, just under $24,000. So I'll make a video whenever that happens. But without talking too much more about it, I think that's all I want to say for this chart. I've got more I want to go over. I want to look at. Let's see here. Let's look up SDIG. SDIG is they're a Bitcoin, they're a crypto mining company, and they're a publicly traded stock. So I want to pull up SDIG, right? Looks like it looks like we bottomed around December of 2022. We had a couple more lows, the last low of which was in March of this year. We've been going up, okay? And then crypto started going down when? Let's see. It's April, wait, what is that? Is this on a monthly or? April 17th, 2023, crypto started going down. April, the next week, April 17th, 2023. So they are, I think that these charts are tied in together for the most part. Like I think whenever you pull up a crypto mining company that's on the stock exchange, when you pull that up and you compare it to the price of Bitcoin, if these guys are doing bad, Bitcoin's probably doing bad. If they're doing good, Bitcoin's probably doing good, because what's good for Bitcoin is good for them, right? That's just how I look at it. So in another sense, these charts can, in my opinion, they can further confirm direction of the price of Bitcoin. And this chart, to me, it looks bad. It looks bad. Looks like we got a megaphone. You don't see megaphones too often, but they do happen. It's like this. It just like gets wider as it goes out. It's a little megaphone, right? You've got the little, like whatever. It's a megaphone. And it looks like a bullish megaphone, but it's actually bearish. Just the way that it's forming. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is a bearish one actually. So this will probably go through. You get this little. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern in itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the fifth leg, which is normally the biggest leg in these patterns, you get the breakdown move. And to measure that, I guess, if you were to do a proper measurement, you would take the bottom. I think it's the bottom to the high. It's where the fifth move starts. You take that, you measure the breakout point. I think that's how you do it. Either that or maybe it's I think that's how you do it. I think that's how you do it. You measure it from the breakout point right here. That means that this could be dropping, if we were to flip this 137, let's just remember that. 137, 140-ish, right? Whatever. This company could drop 64%. And if it drops more than Bitcoin, that sounds about right. Ethereum's probably going to drop about 60%. This company might drop 60%. Bitcoin's probably going to drop about 50% from here. It makes sense that assets that are not as big in a market cap as Bitcoin, but they rely on Bitcoin, that they're going to be more depressed by depreciation in value. I don't know. It's going to go lower. Anyways, this doesn't look good. SDIG is one of those companies. There's another one I'm trying to think of. Let me see here. I got it on my phone. Just 1 second here. One moment. Momentary momentness. Let's see. Crypto mining. All right. So BTBT, that's Bit Digital. BTBT. They're a pretty big one too, I think. Market cap is 241 million. They look like they're going up. It looks good. Looks quite all right, to be fair. Real quick, sorry. All right. They could be topping. The RSI is a little bit hot. Let's look at the daily and take a look at this. This is another crypto mining. Let's see what they say about themselves. Commercial services, miscellaneous. I'm pretty sure it's a crypto mining stock, or they're involved with it, or at least there's something about that there. I have it in my crypto mining portfolio, so let's see. From bottom to top here, nothing really going on. I don't know. It looks bullish. I'd say this one looks bullish. That's 1 for 1. Let's go to RBK, Argo Blockchain, another crypto mining thing. This looks bearish, held down by the 50 for a long time. It looks like it wants to go down, probably at least from current prices, 45%, but more likely you probably would gap down where we gapped before. I bet you're going to come to these lows around 60% of a drop. Sounds about right. Maybe double bottom, and then go up from there. I don't know. And that could happen. I mean, that could happen at any point in time. I don't know when it's going to happen. But it looks bad. It definitely looks bearish. So that's 2 bearishes to 1 bullish. BTCM is Bit Mining Limited. Bearish, same kind of thing. Weak RSI. Even whenever you get strong readings, it's weak moves. Purple line's sloping up. You're below the 50 though. Price looks weak. I think even though it's sloping up, this is more just like a neutral line because you've been moving sideways in relative comparison. I think it wants to go down. So that's 3 bear to 1 bull. We already looked at SDIG. Let's look at 3 more, and then we'll wrap the video up. CLS, CleanSpark. These are all crypto mining companies where they're involved with mining or something that has to do with mining. If they don't mine themselves, you know, their business revolves around it still. But at least to my knowledge, that's what these are. And if you're into crypto but you want to be in stocks too, this is a good way to get, you know, in my opinion, to be invested in a stock in a company, but you're also involved with cryptocurrency. These are pretty, and they move wild, man. They really move. I mean, like this one here, CleanSpark, from low to high, we're at about, hold on one second. We're at about, you know, from $1.79 to $3.78, we are over 100%. And I mean, it went all the way up to $5.38. So really, from a top to bottom, or bottom to top, I would say. Let's see. We had a move that was almost 200%. Yeah. And this thing moved crazy. I mean, back down here, you know, if it goes below $1, it came all the way up to $40. This, I think ranges like this again, and down here even below $1. I think below $1 price and above $40 price is in the future for this project, and not just this project, all of them, you know. But we got CleanSpark, SDIG. Oh, look, I have them all right here. Okay, that's cool. And I don't think I actually got into this one. CleanSpark. Potentially bullish. I'm gonna go with bearish. You got a couple like a triple top pattern here that just held down. Doesn't look good. The RSI is fine. RSI is fine. The purple line is slanted down. You're below it. The RSI down here is below the 50. To me, you're still definitely in a downtrend. You have a little bit of a higher high here, but nothing spectacular. Volume's coming in. I'm bearish. I'm cautiously bearish on this. I don't know. I'd say we're rejecting this previous area of support maybe. It could be one of those uptrend ones, but I think let's look at it on the daily here. Yeah, I'm bearish on this thing, man. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm bearish, definitely bearish. Okay, Marathon, and I might like it in the future. I'll make some videos, independent ones on these, but I'm just going through Marathon. So far, there's only been one bullish one out of, what do we got here? We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 for 5 on the bearish side. Marathon looks kind of bullish. Marathon Digital Holdings. It looks kind of bullish. It might want to come down and form another shoulder. We'll have like a shoulder, a head, and then this left shoulder over here. I don't know. That looks weird, but it's because of the magnet. I was gonna draw like something like this, you know. But anyways, I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that it is bearish, though. It does look bullish, you know, from a price action perspective. You've got higher lows coming in, but lower highs. You got a little bullish divergence here on the weekly, which is nice to see. You're above the 50. It looks like you're holding it. You know, you're holding the line here. It could go up. You know, not all of these companies have to go down while the rest of it goes down. But you know, that I'm going to go with 2. Let's say two bulls to 1 or to 2 bears. 4 bears. 2 bulls, 4 bears. BITF, Bit Farms. I'm going to go with bullish on this one too, actually. This one looks bullish too. Yeah. I would say this looks bullish. It looks like it wants to go up. I would say anything from about 100%. We might have a 100% move here soon to around like where this high was, where this gap was. I like it. Ooh, you're flirting with the 50. You are below it. You're well below this purple line, though, and you're flirting with the 50 like that. You're above this 50. I think it wants to go. This might be the most bullish one out of all of them. With not, you know, that crazy of a price. This one has, let's see. Its market cap's pretty high, but it's, you know, it's pretty low, but it's, you know, going up there to put it at a $500 million market cap, something like that. One more. We're going to do one more. Bearish on this one for sure. Definitely bearish. I don't know. I would say there's more bearish looking crypto mining platforms than there are bullish ones, but there were some bullish ones. I wasn't expecting to see this one or Marathon or I think, was it Argo blockchain? No, maybe it was BTBT. Yeah, BTBT looks kind of bullish, I think. Anyways, all that to say, a little tangent there, but all that to say, you know, I think these charts play into Bitcoin's price action. Not always, but I think that they do. I think it's another side of the story. You know, you've got companies that are directly related to Bitcoin. The relativity to the halving date and the price of Bitcoin all affects these companies. Besides the fact that they, as a business need to profit and generate money, all those other things that Bitcoin is involved with, that directly is influenced by Bitcoin, that, I would say that the price of these stocks, these assets from these companies here, you can look at all these right here, SDIG, CleanSpark, I'm pretty sure all the way down. I even included Tesla and MicroStrategy, because MicroStrategy, if you don't know, is the biggest holder of Bitcoin from an independent standpoint. And Tesla, has a history of buying Bitcoin, and Elon Musk likes Doge. So, I figure what's good for crypto is good for Tesla is good for crypto, right? Same thing with MicroStrategy. But everything from BTBT here and down is all crypto mining things. Like, they're all involved with crypto mining. Yeah. Anyways, most of them don't look good. Bitcoin itself doesn't look good. I am waiting for, let's wrap it up here. I am waiting for a drop in price. Ultimately, that's going to be below $15,000. Ultimately, below $10,000 even. But in the short-term time frame, I want to see what Bitcoin does with this yellow line here, right around $23,800. I want to see what it does with this line. Are we going to find it as support? Are we going to break through it and test it as resistance? Are we just going to crash straight through it and go to the 618? I don't know. We just broke through the 236. It is the beginning of the week. I think we might have our answer by the end of this week, if not sometime next week. But I would expect things look on the weekly time frame. We're breaking through the 50 here. On the daily time frame, we have the bearish cross on the MA ribbon. We're below the 236 here, below the 50 down here. This looks like it wants to cross. Man, whenever that crosses below the 50, that'll be a big deal for sure. That's like the next big deal thing to look for, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the daily. Therefore, this weekly look, to me, it's not like certain one way or another yet. But because I don't like the daily, that spells that like in the coming days, things are not going to be good for price. That would make me think that this week is going to be not good. And potentially, in the coming days and this week to fill out this candle, we might see prices drop about 8% from the current price. And that's all I got to say. Yeah. So if you like the video, if you want to see more content, you like to hear me ramble and stuff and talk about things, crypto related, of course, leave a like, subscribe. I really enjoy and appreciate everybody who's doing that. Thank you guys. You're the real OGs, truly. I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. So everybody who's watching my videos at this point, I really I appreciate it, man. This is the proving grounds, and I really do think that my prediction on this ABC pattern is going to hold true. It's a shame that there's not more people that can hear this, and I could be wrong, but if this calls the bottom perfectly, if this is in fact a zigzag and we do get this, I guess it's probably good that a lot of people aren't following me or hearing this, because then that can change the psychology of the market if everybody's looking at something the same way. Odds are, if everyone's expecting the market to do one thing, the market will not do that. 90+% of the time, that's how it is. It's very rare that the market does exactly what everybody has their eyes on. It's very rare, but it happens. But I would, what I'm trying to say is I'm glad that for the people who are watching, you're aware of this ABC pattern. If you're not aware of it, go check out my video. I'll leave a link for the video that you should watch on that. But I think we're in the middle right now. I think we're in the very beginning of this wave C down. We're in the beginning of this move. And 11,000, I don't think it stops there. I think it goes, and it might go to March of next year. It could. It might not. It might end in this year. I don't know. Maybe it's a more dramatic drop like that. Maybe it goes a little bit into next year and we're below 10,000. I don't know. But it'll be more apparent, more obvious as to where we're going when we get down there. As being this far above the current low, once we're below this point here, that's whenever in my opinion, I will have a better grasp on what's going to happen. Because we're so far away right now, and I'm never going to know. Nobody's ever going to know exactly where the bottom is. Unless things are so manipulated. But I doubt that anybody's going to know exactly where the bottom is. But as we get closer to it, right now, my assumption, my hardest assumption, or best assumption, is that we go below this blue line. Okay, but maybe as we get closer to this blue line, maybe as we we interact with this yellow line here, maybe I'll change my heart. Maybe things will look different in the charts. Maybe there will be different readings, different news media. The RSI could look a certain way, or blah blah blah. But as of right now, being at the top of this slope, this slippery slope that we're on, about to fall off a cliff here, like not metaphorically, quite literally, we're gonna dump, I think, in the coming weeks. It might not be as dramatic as I think it is. And if it's not as dramatic, if we do dump, but it's not as dramatic, there will be signs of that. We will get our low readings in the RSI. We'll get our bullish divergences, just like we got our bearish divergences up here. There will be other signs in the charts besides just the expectations. But to be fair, again, anytime we've seen a cross on the weekly from being overbought to below the 50, anytime we've seen this cross, price from top to bottom has dropped at a minimum of 52%. So this is the bare minimum. In fact, I expect us to hit 70%. Personally, 70% or more. That's what I expect. But bare minimum, 52%. Lower lows, for sure. Bear market is still on, for sure. That's my opinion. And that's what the charts are saying as of now. Unless this week turns around bullishly and we get a nice engulfing candle or something with like a solid bounce up in the coming weeks, I don't have any hope. There's a lot going on right now. And in fact, the only thing I'm waiting for to just confirm this all as bearish is this RSI to cross below its 50 here, and then this RSI to cross below its 50 here. When those two things happen, it's all over, man. It's really all over. And we'll start our 5 moves down. We'll start our C leg right down here. Anyways, enough of that. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.